Hi everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we're making number 305 granny square of our 365 days of granny squares. This one is awesome. It is a pinwheel star square. That's the name of it. It's designed by Bonnie and it is so cool. We are actually making this huge star looking thing first and then twisting these little pieces here. You can see these are like little pockets. These are so cool. And then we're twisting it into this big star, this pinwheel design. This is so cool. It's almost like an optical illusion, especially if I twisted it like that. Woo! And then we are making this into a square shape, so it's really a lot of fun. And it's thick. It's kind of thicker, so you could probably use this as a hot pad or something on your dinner table, which is really cool. So you can think of all kinds of designs to make with this. If you made this in greens and reds, it would be great for the holidays. I'm making it for spooky today, Halloween, so I'm making it in my orange and blacks and white colors, so that's just for today, but you can use any colors you want. I'm using 4 different colors here. These are all Red Heart Super Saver yarns. These are just scraps that I have in my scrap basket, but you can use any color you want. I'm using 4 different colors today, black, white, gold, and bright orange in today's tutorial. Also, I'm using an H size crochet hook to demonstrate today's square, which is 5 millimeters, so make sure you have that handy. Ooh, that white is really bright. So now, also you're going to need scissors and a yarn needle because you'll have to cut your yarn and sew in all your ends, especially when we change colors so often. So there are links in the description of this video. So before we start, I want to mention a little information about those. The link to the written pattern is in the description of this video. It is to Pinwheel Star Square by Bonnie, so you can follow along with that. She has awesome pictures. You should check out her Ravelry page because there are other people who have contributed their designs, their squares, and they have different color combinations and they look so cool. I'm actually looking at them right now on my iPad. Anyway, there are other links in the description of this video, link to my blog, YARNutopia.com, where you'll get all 365 days of granny squares. If you click the image, the little thumbnail image, it will take you to its video tutorial here on YouTube. And then at the bottom of that blog, there is a link to the written patterns that are available to you, so you will see number 305 granny square, and you can click that and follow along. Also, there's a link to my Facebook and Instagram. Be sure to share your photo on Facebook and on Instagram. If you share a photo on Instagram, be sure to hashtag 365 days of granny squares and hashtag YARNutopia so I can see your square. And one last thing before we start, I have to say a huge thank you to my dad, Fuad, for taking the time to make this video with us. He is our videographer, editor, and photographer for all of our videos, so make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that I in the corner here so you can support YARNutopia so we can keep bringing you these fantastic crochet tutorials in the new year. So thanks for watching everyone, let's get started and making number 305 granny square. Let's start with a slip knot, so put your short end over your long end, then fold that down and pull that through and pull tight, insert your hook, and we can start. Now let's start out by chaining 4, so yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3 and 4, and then go all the way into the first chain way over here, go in, yarn over, pull through and through for a slip stitch, okay, just like we do every single day. And there's a ring. Now if you know how to start with the magic ring, you can start that way as well, but I'm just going to start this way. We're going to go on to round 1. We're going to chain up 1, so yarn over and pull through. And then we're going to put 16 single crochets into this ring. So just go into the ring, then yarn over and pull that through, and then yarn over and pull that through both of the loops on your hook. Okay, that is a single crochet. So go in, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's 2. Go in, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's 3. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see I'm turning this and I'm working over this loose end here. This is 9, 10, it just kind of closes that in then, so I don't have to sew that in a whole lot later. This is, I think this is 12. I lost count already. Here's 13, 14. If you need to, scoot these over just a little bit. 15 and 16, so you can make them all fit. Now if you need to, count back 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh wait, I counted wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There we go. Go into the first single crochet. Make sure you have 16 around and slip stitch. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through that loop. Okay, now that big gigantic hole in the middle, I can close that by pulling that straggler tight. Okay, and that kind of closes the center a little better. I'll sew that in and it'll close even more. So now I'm going to fasten off this color. If you're not changing color, chain up 1 and go on to round 2 with me, but I'm going to chain 1 and cut my yarn. And then pull that through and pull it tight. If you're changing color like me, you can start in any stitch around. I'm just going to go in this stitch right here, grab my other yarn, hook that on the hook, and pull it through. Alright, now we are going to chain 1 and single crochet into that same stitch. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay. Then we are going to, let's see here, chain 11. So count, yarn over, pull through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And then we're going to skip the next stitch. So come back all the way down over here, skip this next stitch, and single crochet into this next stitch here. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And now you have a chain 11 space there. So now we're just going to repeat that. So chain 11, 1, whoa, don't do that. Let's start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Then skip the next stitch and single crochet into the next stitch. Just like that. There's your next chain 11 space. So at the end of this round, we'll have 8 chain 11 spaces and 8 single crochets. So just repeat that all the way around and I'll meet you up for round 3. Alright, when you're finished making your last chain 11 space, we have to slip stitch to this beginning single crochet here. So skip this last stitch and then go into this single crochet here and then slip stitch in there. So yarn over, pull through and through. Okay, so now you should have 8 of these spaces. Okay, it looks kind of like a flower right now, but we're going to make it into one of those pinwheel stars. So what we have to do is go on to the next round. If you're changing color, you can fasten off here, but start in any single crochet for round 3. I'm not going to change color yet. I'm going to chain up 1, and we're going to single crochet into that same single crochet right there that we just slip stitched into. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now, we're going to work in the chains on these chains here. We're not going to work into the space. We're actually going to go work into the chain. And we're going to work at this top loop here. So you can see there, it looks like there's 2 loops here, this front loop and this back loop. We're going to work in the top loop or the back loop there, okay, just through these little things here. So I'll show you, we're going to single crochet in the first 5. So go into this next one right here, right in the top loop, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so we're just single crocheting. So that was 1. Go into the next chain in the top loop only. Okay, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 2. Next chain is 3. Next chain is 4. Whoopsie. Got to get through all the loops there. There we go. And this next one is 5. Now the next chain, we are going to put 3 single crochets in that one. And again, in that back loop there, the top loop right there, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So that's 1, go back in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 2, and this is 3. So 3 single crochets at the top one. And then we're going to single crochet in each of the next 5 chains, just like we did on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, then we're at this next single crochet right here. We're going to put a single crochet in that single crochet. So go in, you can go through front loop and back loop on that, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, and there's our first point there. Okay, so now we're going to do that all the way around. So in the next 5 chains, we're just going to put 1 single crochet in the back loop of each one of those. So I'll show you again. 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, and 5. Then in the next chain, we're going to put 3 single crochets in that one. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to single crochet in the next 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to single crochet into this single crochet here. So go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so just do that all the way around. So this is kind of what it's going to look like. It's going to get kind of wonky, but don't worry because we're going to actually turn these around and twist them later. So it's okay if it doesn't lay flat. We're just going to continue on with the pattern. So just repeat that all the way around, and then I will meet you up for the next round. Alright, when you're finished with this round, just slip stitch to the first single crochet. Just go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Now at this point, if you're not changing color, just chain up 1 and go on to the next round with me. But I'm actually going to chain 1 and cut my yarn, and then continue to pull that through and pull tight. Now if you're changing color like me, you want to start in a single crochet between these big loops here. So a single crochet that's worked in a single crochet. Okay, I'm just going to start where we fastened off, where we slip stitched into, so that single crochet right in there. And I'm going to grab a new yarn, pull it through, and then chain up 1. And we're going to single crochet into the same stitch. So go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now we're going to work in the back loops only, so for these next stitches. So this is the front loop, okay, these are the front loops, and these are the back loops right here. Back loop, back loop, back loop, back loop, back loop. Okay, so we're going to work in the back loops for the next, let's see here, 6 stitches, I believe. Yep, 6 stitches. So go into the back loop of this next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, so we're single crocheting on this round. So that was 1. Back loop of the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 2. Next stitch is 3. Next stitch is 4. 5, and 6. And now we're in the middle single crochet of the 3 single crochet grouping at the top of this point here. We're going to put 3 single crochets in the back loop of that stitch. So 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to single crochet in the back loop of the next 6 stitches. Whoopsie, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now this next single crochet right here, we are going to put a single crochet in there, but we're going to work through both loops, the front and the back loop. Okay, just like how we do a regular single crochet. So go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. Okay, so that was both through the front loop and back loop. Now in the next 6 stitches, we're just going to work through the back loop, and we're just going to put 1 single crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. So we're just going to repeat that around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, okay, back loops only. And then in this next stitch, we're going to put 3 single crochets in the back loop only of that stitch. So 1, 2, and 3. Now in the next 6 stitches in the back loop only, we're going to put a single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now this next stitch, which is a single crochet worked in a single crochet, we're going to work through both loops, the front and the back loop. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops for a single crochet. Okay, so just repeat that all the way around, and then I will meet you up for the next round. Alright, when you've come back around, just slip stitch to the first single crochet. You can go under both loops just like that. Then yarn over, pull through, and through. Now going on to the next round, if you are changing color, you can fasten off here and start in the same stitch that we just slip stitched into. But I am not going to change color yet. Going on to round 5, we're going to chain up 1 and single crochet into that same stitch. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now we are going to work in the back loops only and single crochet into the next 7 stitches this round. So in the back loop only, kind of like the last round, going in the back loop and single crocheting in the next 7 stitches instead of 6. Last round was 6 stitches, this round is 7. So 1, 2, 3, this is 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then in the next stitch, we're going to put 3 single crochets in that back loop only. 1, 2, and 3. Then in the next 7 stitches, back loop only, we're going to put a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then in this next stitch, we're going to single crochet, but we're going to work through both loops. So the front loop and back loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And then we're just going to repeat that all the way around. So back loop only of the next 7 stitches, we're just going to single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then in the next stitch in the back loop only, we're going to put 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Then in the next 7 stitches, we're going to put 1 single crochet in each one of those in the back loop only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then in this next stitch right here, we're going to single crochet in both loops, so the front loop and the back loop there. Just like that. So just repeat that around, and then I will meet you up at the end of this round. Alright, when you come back around, make sure to slip stitch to the first single crochet, just like the last round. Go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. Now, if you're not changing color, just chain up 1 and go on to round 6 with me, but I'm actually going to change color here. So I'm going to chain 1 and cut this yarn, pull it through, and pull tight. If you're changing color, start in the same stitch, okay? So in a single crochet, that's worked through the both loops between the points. So you can see your points like this. Okay, it's like really a lot of fabric here, but we're going to work into that center single crochet there. Just like that. And I'm going to grab my first color here, hook that on the hook and pull it through, and then chain up 1. And now we're basically going to repeat the last round, except we're doing 8 stitches in between instead of 7. So single crochet into the same stitch here. Go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now we're going to single crochet into the next 8 stitches, but we're working in the back loops only. So remember from the last round, going into the back loop of this next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So that's 1, next stitch 2, next stitch 3, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then in the next stitch, in the back loop only, we're going to put 3 single crochets because we're at the tip of the point. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to single crochet into the back loops only of the next 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then we're going to single crochet into this next stitch, but we're going to work through the front and back loops. So just like a regular single crochet, go in, then yarn over, pull through, and yarn over and pull through 2. Now we're just going to repeat what we did. So single crochet into the back loop only of the next 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then put 3 single crochets into the back loop only of this next stitch at the tip of the point. 1, 2, and 3, and then put 1 single crochet in each of the next 8 stitches in the back loop only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then single crochet in the next stitch, but work in both the front and the back loop, just like that. And just do that all the way around, so just repeat that sequence. If you need to, you can follow along with the written pattern that's linked in the description of this video. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue working the repeat, and I will meet you up at the end of this round. When you come back around, be sure to slip stitch to the first single crochet, just like I showed you in the last few rounds. Just go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. Now at this point, if you're changing color or not, we're going to fasten off. So chain 1 and cut this yarn, pull it through and pull tight. And you can see your work obviously looks like something like this, and you're probably like, well, what in the world, Nadia? This doesn't look like a square. So we're going to make it into a square now. Actually, we're going to put it all together into a star, and then we're going to make it into a square. So you can see here that these are starting to twist. What you're going to do is look at your point, so kind of stretch it out, look at your point like this, and you're going to twist it, putting this right side over this left side. So kind of fold it over, okay, and twist it around. Okay, just like that. So now the point, you can see the back side of the point just like this. Okay, and we're going to do that for all the points. So twist this right side over this left side, kind of fold it, and you can see that the point is on the back side, just like that. So you can fold all of these. Some of these will just automatically fold themselves. Okay, I'm going to lay this flat here and kind of fold them all. So the right side is over the left side. So you'll get something like this. Okay, looks like a pinwheel. Awesome! So now what we're going to do is, if you look at one of these points, you can see here there's your single crochet, your 3 single crochets in the center here. Let me look at one. Yeah, there's 3 single crochets in the center. So this one right here, okay, we're looking at the back of our work. This one right here is the middle one, and then this one right here. Okay, so there's 3 single crochets in that middle tip corner, or the corner, I guess. In the written pattern, it's referred to as the corner. So in one of these corners, you can see these 3. We're going to count 4 from the middle one, from the right side here. So this is the middle one, so count 4 on the right side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to go into this stitch, and you can go underneath both of the loops here. You can see loop 1 and loop 2, okay? Front loop and back loop. We're going to go into there. You want to pick up your next yarn. If you want to use the same color, you can. I'm going to just use white here. Hook that on the hook and pull it through, and then chain up 1. And we're going to single crochet into that same stitch. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And we're going to single crochet into the next 3 stitches. So go into this next stitch. You can work through both loops now. Go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And the next one, and the next one. Until you get to the middle single crochet of your 3 single crochet grouping here. In this middle one, we're going to put 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to single crochet down this side here, and we're going to single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, just like that. Make sure it's still twisted. Then we're going to hop to this next one, make sure that one's twisted. And we're going to count from the middle single crochet, the very tippy top here, count 4 to the right. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. In this stitch here, we're going to go in and we're going to make a single crochet in there. So just like that. And then in the next 3 stitches, put 1 single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. And then in this middle single crochet of this tip corner here, we're going to put 3 single crochets in there. Just like that. Then we're going to single crochet into these next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so you can see here that they're flattening out and they are connecting like that. Okay, so we're just going to repeat doing that all the way around. So make sure this one, next one is twisted the right way. Make sure the right side is over the left side. And then count from the middle single crochet right here is the middle single crochet. Count 4 to the right of it. 1, 2, oh, I'm sorry, this one's the middle one. You got to make sure that you're counting. If you need to, look at it like this. Make sure that this one is the middle single crochet. Twist your work and count 4 to the right of it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's right here. Go in, make a single crochet in those 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Until you get to the middle single crochet here, we're going to put 3 single crochets at the tippy top there. 1, 2, and 3. And then 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then make sure you do that to the next one, and each corner here, each point around for your pinwheel. So I'm just going to repeat that around, and then I will meet you up at the end of this round. When you finish your last point, be sure to slip stitch to the first single crochet of this round on this point here. Just go into the first single crochet and then yarn over and pull through and through. Now at this point, you want to fasten off whether you're changing color or not. So chain 1 and cut that yarn, pull it through and pull it tight. At this point, this is kind of cool. It's actually looking like a hot pad, which you could just have this and have a nice hot pad for your Thanksgiving dinner with the hot plates that are going to be on the dinner table. But I want to make this into a square. So what we have to do is kind of first manipulate it to make it look good. And then we're going to start in a middle single crochet on any point. Okay, so right here you can see there's 3 single crochets in there, and we're going to work in the back loops only. So I'm going to go in that back loop there. I'm going to use black. I hope you can see what I'm going to make here, but we're going to hook on that black there, pull it through, and then chain up 1. And in the same stitch we're going to put 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. Alright, now we're going to make our work into a square. So let's see here, round 8 says to work a single crochet in the next stitch, again back loop only. So go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And the next stitch, a single crochet. So go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we want to work a half double crochet in the next stitch, so yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. And then we want to work a double crochet into the next stitch, so yarn over, go into the next stitch, back loop only, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that's a double crochet. Now it says to work a double crochet cluster, and what that means is we're going to double crochet these 2 stitches together. So yarn over, go into this next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. And that, in the written pattern, is a double crochet cluster. Now we're going to double crochet into the next stitch. So yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. In this next stitch, we're actually going to slip stitch in there. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through the loop on your hook. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to skip 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and go into this next stitch here for a slip stitch. Again, back loop only, go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. You want to make sure this chain 3 space goes behind your point here, just like that, okay? And we'll work in that in the next round. Now we're going to double crochet into the next stitch. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Then we're going to do a double crochet cluster. So yarn over, go into this last stitch on this point here, yarn over, pull through 1, then yarn over, pull through 2, hold it. We're going to yarn over and go into the next stitch, which is this first single crochet on the next point. Okay, go into the back loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Then we're going to double crochet into the next stitch right here. Then we're going to half double crochet in the next, so yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And then we're going to single crochet into the next 2 stitches. So 1 and 1. Now in this next point right here, we're going to put 3 single crochets in there. So 1, 2, and 3. Awesome. Then we're going to just repeat that all the way around. So single crochet into the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2, then half double crochet into the next, then double crochet into the next, and then we're going to make a double crochet cluster. So yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Then we're going to double crochet into the next stitch, and then slip stitch into the next stitch. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to skip 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and slip stitch into the next stitch, making sure this chain 3 is behind this point here. And then we're going to double crochet into the next stitch, and then double crochet cluster into these next 2 stitches, making them into 1. Okay, then we're going to just repeat what we did. So double crochet into the next, half double crochet into the next, and then single crochet into these next 2 stitches. Then in the next stitch, we're going to put 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. So if you need to, rewind this from here to here and repeat what we did on this side in these corners, okay? And at the end of this round, you will have a square shape. I am going to continue working this pattern all the way around, and then I'll meet you up for the next round. Alright, when you come back around, I'm just going to finish these 2 single crochets here, and then we're going to slip stitch to the first single crochet of this round. Go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. I'm going to change color. If you're not changing color, slip stitch into this next stitch or the middle single crochet of this corner here and chain up one and go on to the next round with me. I'm just going to chain one here and cut this yarn, pull it through and pull tight. We're going to work through both loops and we are going to start in a corner. So in the middle single crochet of a corner, go in. I'm going to grab this color here, hook it on the hook and pull it through and then chain up one. And in the same corner, we're going to put 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to single crochet into the next 8 stitches. So it should be each stitch until you get to the chain 3 space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I guess that slip stitch is 8. Okay, then in the chain 3 space right here, we're going to work 4 single crochets in there. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then work 1 single crochet in each of the next 8 stitches, and in this slip stitch is the first one here, so single crochet in there, 1, next stitch 2, next is 3, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then this next stitch is the middle single crochet of your corner, so we're going to work 3 single crochets in there. 1, 2, and 3. This last round that we're working right now can be worked with half double crochets or double crochets if you want to make it bigger. But now we're just going to repeat what we did on this whole side and this corner for each side and each corner around. So single crochet in the next 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then in the chain 3 space back here, we're going to put 4 single crochets in there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then single crochet into the next 8 stitches, making sure you do not skip the single or the slip stitch here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then in this corner here, this middle single crochet of the corner, put 3 single crochets in there. So just single crochet all the way around, and then I will meet you up when we're about to fasten off. When you're finished single crocheting around, just slip stitch to the first single crochet, just like this, and then we can fasten off. So chain 1, and then cut your yarn, pull that through and pull it tight, and then weave in all of your loose ends with a yarn needle. Just grab your yarn needle, yarn your needle, and then sew it under the stitches underneath the corresponding color. And there it is. Number 305 granny square is complete. A big, huge thank you to Bonnie for allowing us to use this pattern in our project. This turned out so fabulous. You may need to block it just because these sides like to poke out a little bit, but for the most part it keeps its shape. It looks very fabulous. What a fun square that was, and it's sort of 3D. It looks really cool. So thanks so much for watching every single day. I hope you have a happy Halloween and enjoy today's square. Happy hooking!